Alright, so now we're going to learn how to play a harmonic, and it's a pretty simple process. So a quick example from this angle, if you just place your finger over the 5th fret and just your fingertip on the string over the 5th fret of the E string, below E, and then you're just going to pick that. Don't press down, just lay your finger on it. So you'll hear that tone, that overtone, you'll hear that's called a harmonic. So now it's easy to get that, but to make it sustain is a different story. Now, doing that on the 3rd fret, for example, on the E string, is a little bit more of a challenge. If you hold your finger too long, you'll squash it. But you have to have the right balance of laying your finger on it and not holding your finger too long. So one way you can try to achieve this is by playing an open E, and I'm just going to hit the 5th fret. Now, do the same thing on the 3rd fret. That one had a lot more sustain, so that's closer to the sweet spot. And again, you want to only contact the string for a very minimal amount of time. So you almost want to tap it. So now you're going to synchronize those two motions. Now that you know about, after you experiment with what is the right pressure for the sustain of it, then go ahead and coordinate those two. Use that pressure at the same time you're picking. There are quite a few harmonics all over the fretboard. Also, another thing to keep in mind is depending on where you pick also changes the tonality of the harmonic. So if you were to play a 5, you know, over here, this harmonic on the 5th fret of the low E, there are certain sweet spots where over here it's tinny, here it's a little more full, and here it kind of chokes it out. So experiment with that. You know, for me, right in between my bridge and my middle pickup, for me is the sweet spot where I get the most out of it. And you have harmonics in any place you could think of. It's just sometimes it's a challenge to make them audible. So your most common ones are your 5 or your 5th fret and your 7th fret of each string. And your 12th fret. You also have some at the 9th fret. You know, at any fret you do. Just some won't be as audible as others.